These are probably the foremost popular lens hood style for the Fujifilm X100VI. I'm Nicholas Clayton Lee, let's talk about it. So something that a lot of Fujifilm X100 series owners love doing is to customize this camera. And I believe the easiest way to do it is to add a lens hood. And I think it honestly looks the best as well. And the whole point of adding a lens hood is not only for aesthetic, it's also to prevent glare from the sun and other light sources, and also from lens flaring. But for the case of the X100VI and other X100 cameras, there's also another use. It's to add filters on it. In order to make the camera weather resistant, you have to add a filter on the camera. And if you're gonna spend the money to get the adapter to add the filter, why not just get a lens hood as well? So in order to add an adapter ring to the X100 series camera, you simply have to remove this ring that comes with the camera. The adapter ring that I'll be adding on will be from JJC, and this filter right here, it's an ND filter. It's the only one I have right now of this size. I'm still waiting for my filter, which is really annoying. It's been a long time. And that's it. And then you just add the lens hood. So this JJC lens hood is a replica of the one that Fujifilm came up with themselves. It's pretty much the exact same other than the color. The color of this lens hood is not the exact color of the body of the Fuji X100VI. This lens hood is actually pretty light compared to the other lens hood that I have to talk about later, but it still works really well. You can actually just remove the lens hood by itself and keep the adapter on, and it will just look like this, and it looks fine. The next lens hood is from Hauge. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce this company's name. I don't think it's called Hauge because it's from China. Anyway, this one is already a filter. This one is in red. I just got it just so it would stand out and show you guys. And you simply just screw this on. And that's it. So you actually save money on getting yourself a filter as well. And this actually looks really nice. The thing about this lens hood, it is heavier than the JJC one, but given there's a glass in it, but the thing is, it doesn't feel like a lens hood, it feels more like just a filter. But it does seem like you can still add another filter on top of this lens hood. So the next lens hood, I actually really like it because it makes the camera look a lot more retro. And this one is also from Hauge. Because Hauge, I find that their products are actually pretty nice. The quality, the build of it seems pretty nice. And it has a certain weight to it. And the silver actually looks pretty on point. So it looks a bit more shiny than the actual silver on the body, but it still looks better than the JJC, I think. Look at that. So this, you'll notice there's an orange rubber band around the adapter ring. They also actually come with an extra orange rubber band. That one is just for wear and tear. Once you keep screwing it on, it gets older. You get one for replacement. And this one, you can just simply screw the filter on top and it'll be fine. But I only have a dark filter, so I'm not going to use this because I think that this lens hood actually looks better with a clear filter. And this is how it looks like. I think this has a retro look on it, which makes it look really nice. I love it. And this one actually already comes with a lens hood as well. So you don't have to worry about dust getting in and everything. And I also noticed that the more you screw the lens hood on, it does get a bit easier. Because when I first screwed this on, it got pretty tight and it was really hard to adjust. But once you screw it on a few more times, it's very easy to adjust. So the bad thing about this one is because you're screwing the adapter ring onto this and then you're screwing this lens hood on top, it's really hard to remove the adapter ring. Ugh. But if you aren't always going to screw it on and off, you won't really struggle like I did, and it'll work really well. And the last but not least is also another square hood. This one's also from Hauge because it's easiest to get. It's just from Amazon and they tend to have a lot of products. Hauge is pretty good. Like I said, the quality is pretty nice. This adapter ring is pretty much the same as the previous one, and I realized that this one tends to be the most popular looking lens hood that people get. I also think this is pretty nice as well. This is more simplistic and it's more modern than the other square lens hood. The good thing about this one is this one also comes with the lens cap. So for this one, you can actually option to use your Fujifilm lens cap, but they do have one just in case. And this lens cap, there's more furry than this. This is not even furry at all. This one's furry, it feels really nice. So all four of these are actually priced very differently. The JJC one's actually the cheapest at $24 Canadian, which is around $18 US. And this one, you can tell it's the cheapest because of the material it's made of. It is the lightest. It doesn't feel as sturdy as these ones. These ones feel pretty heavy. And I do think that this is a metal, whereas this one is a plastic. This is definitely plastic, but yeah. The Hauga with the filter is actually the second cheapest at $35 Canadian, which is around $26 US. And the thing about this that's good is you don't have to buy a filter again, and it will just make your camera weather resistant already. The other two, the prices are pretty much the same. This one's at $55 Canadian, this one's at $56 Canadian, which is $40 US, and this is $41 US. And these ones do come with a cap as well. So out of these four, which one do I personally like the best? I do like the look of this one the most. But the thing about this that's pretty bad is after I screw this on, I can't put a lid on top. So it does get kind of annoying if I want to like cover up my camera after I use it. Then I have to unscrew that and then screw this ring back on and then put the lid back on. So I have to do an extra few steps every now and then. I think this one actually to me looks the best. This is more retro style and it does have a cap on already, which I really enjoy. I know that there are other companies that make these as well that are very similar. I know Square Hood actually makes these two as well, hence Square Hood, and they have one where there's like a hole so you actually can see through it when you're on the EVF on this, and I think that's actually a really unique way of looking at it. It's pretty nice style as well. I know also Nisi has one that's somewhat similar to this. It comes with a filter and also has a cap on it, and I think Nisi also has one that's like this, but it's like $100 and something. I thought that's a bit of my price range. Fuji actually has their own. I think it's at like $60 something Canadian, which is around close to $50 something US. I might reconsider getting the Fuji one. I don't know yet. Other than that, I think these are the four most popular looking ones, and I kind of enjoy them. Anyway guys, I hope this video actually helped you decide which lens hood you should actually get. There are a lot of different ones out there. I'm sure if you're just down for just getting the adapter by itself and just adding a filter, I think Polar Pro actually has their own just adapter. They sell it individually, but it's very expensive. But these are just options to get lens hoods, and yeah, let me know which one you guys are gonna get. If you're interested, please subscribe. If you're like to follow, I have camera videos all the time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks, and I'll see you guys next time.